Hello everyone, Aaron here and welcome back to Leetcode. Today we're doing the verifying an alien dictionary problem. In an alien language, surprisingly, they also use English lowercase letters, but possibly in a different order. The order of the alphabet is some permutation of lowercase letters. Given a sequence of words written in the alien language and the order of the alphabet, return true if and only if the given words are sorted lexicographically in this alien language. So here, hello and Leetcode, H comes before L, so these are going to be alphabetically sorted. Word, world, and row. Obviously W-O-R, W-O-R, they're the same, so we're checking whether L with a D comes before L. D does not come before L, so these are not sorted. Apple and app, these are not sorted because this word is simply a prefix of this word. That does not change. So in our alphabet, what am I just here? In our alphabet, this would come before this. That remains true. Right, so any interesting constraints? There's not going to be many words. They're not going to be very long words. There's not going to be no weirdness. So basically the idea here is we need to work out how do we compare strings and how do we verify that a list is in order, and how can we use that to help us. How can we use that to solve this problem? So basically the idea is return, so hang on, for I in range len words -1, the idea is that if self dot less words I plus 1 words I, if these are the wrong way round, return false. In fact, no, hang on. If not less or equal. Let's make this as clear as possible. Is word I less than or equal to word I plus 1? If it is not the case, then these things are out of order. Return true. If we get all the way to the end of our list of words and we have not found any words that are out of order, then the list must be sorted. So we need to define this idea of less or equal self word 1, word 2. So what we need to do here is for I in range len, well, let's just do L for now, because L needs to be the minimum of the length of word 1 and length of word 2. But we do need to be a bit careful in how we actually do this comparison. Just trying to think the best way to do this. Maybe I want to make it the max. Because then what we can do is we can kind of say, well, hang on, if it's none, then we're sunk. If I is greater than len word 1, return true. If we get to this point, this must have been a prefix of this word here. And we're going to do the same trick that we did up here, whereas we're going to assume it's correct and only break out if we get a false. So apart from this one case here with the I, that's what I got slightly wrong here. If I is greater than length of word 1, in fact, no, maybe we can just make this a min. If we've got all the way to the end of the short, ooh, hang on. Oh, no, I know what I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. So we want to work all the way through word 1. If we get all the way through word 1 and every letter is in order, that's fine. If, however, at any point we have something that goes off the end of word 2, that's where we want to say return false. This is a bad case. We've got our words in the wrong order, like this one here. APP, that works, but then we're trying to do an L with nothing. False. That's bad. Then it's if not self.order word 1 I less than or equal to self.order word 2 I, return false. So this is very much like the check we were doing up here. If these particular letters that we're focusing on are out of order, then return false. These words are not in order. We can short... In fact, no, we can do better than this, can't we? I've got this check slightly wrong. H is less than or equal to L. Yeah, no, we can do better. If it's strictly less than, actually we can immediately return true, can't we? If they're equal, word 1 I is greater than self.order word 2 I, return false. If they're explicitly out of order, we want to return false, and if they are equal, we just want to continue on our loop. We don't really need these 2 lines here. These are implicit, but it's good. Good to be explicit sometimes and call it out. So again, our condition is if we get all the way to the end of word 1 and we've never had a problem, we can return true. If we're looking at, if we've gone off the end of word 1, that's a problem. Off the end of word 2, sorry, that's a problem. If something is strictly less than, the H is strictly less than the L, perfect, that we can immediately say true. If it's strictly greater, so if the H and the L were the other way around, then we immediately know they're out of order. But if they're equal, we need to carry on. So the last thing we need to do is do this order business. So the order is going to be a dictionary, and it's going to say for a given letter, what is its position in our order string. So there's a couple of ways to do this. One would be to do a dictionary, and then for I, C in enumerate order, self.order C is equal to I. So this says the character at position 0 gets assigned number 0, so on and so forth. You could do this more with a for I in range len order, and then you would end up saying something like self.order order I is equal to I. That's exactly the same. The enumerate just makes it a bit nicer. But in fact, in Python, we can do one better. I can say C maps to I for I, C in enumerate order. This is identical to this, but we have done it in what's called a comprehension. It just takes this for loop and sticks it in on one line when we are declaring the dictionary. So the dictionary will be created with all of the right contents in it, rather than starting with an empty dictionary and having to fill it in. It's sort of a habit from the world of like C++ or something, where resource allocation is initialization. We're going to make sure that we've requested this dictionary to come pre-filled with the right stuff in it. So let's give it a go. Looks good. Hello, Leetcode. The second case, word, world, row, or row, we've managed to say false because the D and the L are in the wrong order. And in this case here, apple and app, this was our walking off the end of word to check. That's worked absolutely fine. If we didn't make this dictionary, we could have used Python's order.index, I think it is, or you may have had to do list order.index. That would look up the index for a particular character, but that's much slower because every time it has to scan the whole order string or list. So if you're looking for where M is, it would have to go, is that M? No. Is that M? No. Is that M? No. So on and so forth until it gets there. Whereas this way, with this dictionary, we do that once at the beginning and then never have to do that again, rather than having to do it for every letter as we go through. So this makes it quite a bit faster than relying on something like index. In general, the rule of thumb is if you're going to be calling index more than once, don't use a dictionary or a set or something like that. Right, let's submit it. See if there's an edge case that we've missed. There's probably an edge case we've missed. There's always an edge case that we've missed. There's not an edge case that we've missed. Excellent. This particular one we've done very well, apparently, on the stats, although I never trust these things to be terribly accurate. Probably if I click submit again, I'll get something completely different. But we are doing nice and quick solution here, and we're beating a lot of them on memory usage as well, which is a bit surprising given I had to allocate a whole lot of memory for this dictionary. Anyway, that's going to be it from me for today. Do remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know how you tackled this problem. Are you doing this problem while you're a learner? Do you like these kind of easier videos, or do you prefer seeing harder videos? Do let me know words. Apparently I can't speak anymore. Do let me know down in the comments what kind of content you like to see. I'm mostly saying this because Monday's video, which was another easy problem, has done really well, and yet Wednesday's video, which was an easy problem, hasn't done so great. I don't quite know. I will see what the difference was. Either way, let me know. That's it from me, and I will see you next time. Bye.